Welcome to the second installment of Designing Spaces Military Makeover, brought to you by Nissan North America. I am Gunnery Sergeant R. Lee Ermey, and we are about halfway through our renovation of the home of wounded warrior Stephen Lunt. Hey, there's a lot to do before the Lunt family can return.
Time for us to show our appreciation and give back to those who have sacrificed. This is Designing Spaces Military Makeover, and it starts right now.
Here we are in the home of Stephen Lunt and his little family. Now, we sent them away on a little R&R and are doing some badly needed renovations from the overhead to the deck. Now, first off, maybe we should see who Stephen is. I'm sure that would help.
I was born and raised in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, which is just a little town outside of Charleston.
Stephen was on leave from Japan. He started talking to me and said something like, "So you go to college," or something cheesy.
Stephen joined the Marine Corps Special Operations Task Force and was first deployed to Fallujah, Iraq, before volunteering to go to the extremely dangerous and remote Herat province in Afghanistan.
We had received a message from a team that was in distress. They were crossing a river that was deeper than usual. Having their ammunition-filled Humvee stuck in the river, the team called Stephen's unit for assistance. The game plan was to try to block the river with sandbags by hiring local nationals to come help us. One of the younger kids that was working for us used a pickaxe that was in his hand and struck me in the back of the head.
Ashley receives a phone call from the commanding officer telling her about the incident.
I was a wreck, of course, as to be expected. But when I got to hear his voice and hear him talk to me, it was a lot of reassurance.
Eventually, Stephen recovers, and now it's time for us to give back and make over their townhouse in Summerville, South Carolina. Of course, with the help of Operation Homefront, the nonprofit who provided the home.
Remodeling operations are in full swing. And as you can see, the new kitchen cabinets have arrived. Like any other operation, there must be a plan of action. For our military makeover, you wouldn't expect anything less, would you?
Responsible for the kitchen install are Choice Cabinets CEO, Tony Laurinaitis, and New England affiliate, Design and Sales Manager, Jake Conley.
So like Gunny mentioned, we're making big progress here, especially in the kitchen. We've got Choice Cabinets here. Tony, what's happening? You're checking out the drawers?
I am just checking over the install. Things have been going great today. The installers came in, started up this morning. We got the cabinets here in like less than a week.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it looks like a custom job. Tell me about the finish, because obviously there's so many choices of finishes out there.
Yes, there are.
What has the family chosen, and what's the difference between Choice Cabinets and some of the others out there?
All right, great. The family chose Renaissance. It's actually one of our best sellers. It's a cream style colored. It's got the off-white with the hand-applied glazing. It's actually a door that has mitered corners. It's our best seller. It's really a nice looking cabinet.
And we got Jake here. Jake, tell me about, everybody sees the outside of the cabinets and they look great, obviously, but what makes Choice Cabinets different? It's the way they're built, right?
Yeah, these are built like a rock. It's solid construction. It's 5/8 plywood, 3/4 inch shelving. There's not the particle board that might wear and tear over time.
Right.
So it's longevity, and it also helps in installation, because the installation, it's plumb, level, and flush, so very little issues on install.
That's excellent.
Because of their plywood construction, the cabinets can hold the weight of any countertop surface. What many don't realize is that most cabinets at this price point are constructed from particle board, which is brittle and can significantly weaken when exposed to water.
Tell me about some of the features on these.
The drawers all come standard with soft close, so when you try to close the drawers, the glides provide a cushioned close. Even the doors come with soft close. The dovetailed drawer boxes provide a nice fit in terms of the construction instead of being glued or stapled.
Very nice, very nice. So with the solid wood construction, how long are these designed to last? What kind of warranty do you offer?
Great question. The cabinets, because they're all wood, last for a very long time. In fact, Choice Cabinet offers a lifetime warranty with our cabinets.
Really? And how about installation? Do you guys come out here or do you sub the work out? How does that work?
We typically can package it in from the measurement to the design to the install to make it very easy on the customer. But when it comes down to it, with the solid construction of the box, the pocket screws, the dovetails, it's a very simple process. In all the installs, the cabinets come plumb, level, and flush. So if you're a handyman, you can also do it yourself.
The planning, design, and execution is crucial since the kitchen is considered the most important room in the house, but it can also be the most disruptive room in the house if things don't go right.
From the planning point of view, having an accurate measurement done, having a professional designer to come in, do the measurements accurately, do a design that's really geared around the customer's preference. Are they entertaining a lot? Is there a lot of children? Does the husband and wife cook together? How much room do they need to have to maneuver around the kitchen? Those are all factors that have to go into the design. And then of course, then the install process goes much more smoother, provided you have a knowledgeable and good installer to work with, because that job is made easier with proper planning.
Seacoast Home and Leisure is here to help with the install, and the countertop is provided by Worth Wood Group. All parts are being assembled right here, so the pressure's on.
The Lunds picked out the door style, they picked out the countertop, the profile, all the little details that were important to them.
Nice, and they have good taste too, because it's going to look good in here with the flooring and all the rest of the design. How can we get a hold of you, and how can homeowners out there find out about Choice Cabinets?
They can simply go to choicecabinet.com or NE as in New England, choicecabinet.com.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work, and I'll check back with you when it's all done.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
On our next installment of Military Makeover, we complete our mission, the transformation of the Lunt family home. Be sure to see part number 3, Designing Spaces Military Makeover, brought to you by Nissan North America. Stay with us and follow through, people. See you there next time, okay? Adios!
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.